There is something about the way she conjures the ancestors. She dances when she walks like she's from the Congo. Pure. Convo, like Asada Shakur says, brothers don't understand the science behind her self-reliance. She has a tattoo of Noble Drew on her neck and a tattoo of Marcus Garvey on her breast and says you've got to have the presence of Martin Delaney if you ever hope to have a future in getting past her Malcolm X. She is smooth as the Hennessy she's sipping as we listen to Horace Silver playing our third game of chess. And I can't help but stare into the natural texture of her hair. She compares George Padmore with CLR James. And from there, she discusses Rodney's, how Europe underdeveloped Africa and compares that to Kwame Nkrumah's neocolonialism, the last stage of imperialism. And as her lips move, I get lost in her rhythm. And as her thoughts move, I get lost in her wisdom. I love it when she sings CC2 to the children. I love when we go on vacations and she puts that homemade sign on the door that says, do not disturb. Nation building. She is Harriet Tubman, loving her people with a passion, fashion like the last chapter in Carter G. Woodson's Miseducation of the Negro. We go conjure the ancestors after every poetry reading, breathing life into the souls that surround us like New Orleans, constantly calling me back. I bathe her in compliments. I wrap her confidence around my waist. I taste her ancestors' DNA every night because there's something about something spiritual about swallowing the same fluids that once caused the physical forms of her predecessor slaves and tribes. And yo, you might think you know me, but if you ain't never seen me with her, then you ain't never seen me alive. I said, you might think you know me, but if you ain't never seen me with her, then you ain't never seen me alive. She goes from J.A. Rogers to Abu Bakar while her heart beats the rhythm of the Haitian Revolution, and she dances to it, singing the songs of the Cimarron colonies of San Salvador. And as she moves, there's something about the way she conjures the ancestors. There's something about the way she conjures my soul by day and by night. There is something about the way that she has conjured me back from the dead. There is something about the way that she conjures me continuously, y'all, back to life.
Yo, dope shit. Amazing piece, bro. Like I've seen you do that piece in person and hear like the shift in the room, like when you say the line, if you
ain't never seen me with her, you ain't never seen me
alive, bro. Yo, that hit every time. Every time I heard, if you ain't never seen me with her, you ain't never seen me alive.
I wrote that walking around William Street in Newark. For some reason, it's weird because that poem came so quickly to me. It was like I was downloading it. Yeah.
Do you write or do you download?
I write in my head.
Yeah.
All my poems are, if I performed a piece, so they're poems that I've written on paper, but only for like to record them. Mm-hmm. Any poem I've ever performed, if you've seen a video of me doing that poem, mm-hmm. It was written in my head. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean simultaneously. It's not extemporaneous. It's to write in my head sometimes means to be doing that 100 times. Like literally 100 times. 2, 3, 4 weeks sometimes. Every day, mm-hmm. 10 times a day or something in my head. But I write in my head.
Do you ever write in your head and then record it?
I usually don't record a poem until after I perform it a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't record it to help me remember it. Mm-hmm. I usually record it when it's time to perform it, mm-hmm. And it takes me about 3 performances to really get something down. Yeah. The first one is always the first time I did a poem was the other day at that trap thing. Okay. That was the first time I'd ever done that poem.
Oh, really?
The first time is always almost sort of embarrassing. It's like painful because they're like, "Yo, this is Taalam Acey, one of the best people, been around for like 3,500 years. He about to kill it because he always does." And you'd be like, let me see. What's the first line?
Is this what you was talking about?
That's that dude?
Right, nah. But no, amazing piece, bro. Amazing cadence. Amazing just the gift, the art of what you do in that piece. I love to hear it, and actually it has inspired me to do some of the things that I'm doing now. It's like, I love the way Taalam does that. Let me see if I can use that as an influence. So I appreciate you. So what inspired that? What inspired the piece?
I wrote that poem because I think I may have been lonely that day. Mm-hmm. I'm walking around and I was trying to draw a picture or paint a picture of what I wanted. Mm-hmm. Who do I want to be with? What would be everything? What would make a woman? What would check every box for what I'm looking for? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that was what that poem was. Like this is what I want. This is what would fulfill me. Mm. This is what would complete me.
Yeah. Oh shit. So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jamel Mellow. We are chilling on the couch, live in the living room with a special guest, a pioneer, a forerunner in the poetry game. I'm so honored to introduce our guest today, Mr. Taalam Acey.
I'm so honored to be here.
Man, look, man.
Especially since y'all got a pioneer coming. It's like, whoa.
Yo, man, listen. I mean, from the times I'm very new to the game in this area.
How new are you? I'm sorry. You know what? I just like edited that because my man Red was talking about speaking corporate. I wanted to say, how new is you, actually? I just started really doing what I'm doing in 2020. 2020?
2020, bro.
What was you wasn't involved in spoken word? I know I'm not interviewing
No, it's
you.
fine. No, we have a conversation.
You wasn't involved in spoken word before 2020?
No.
Wow.
No.
So everybody that's been involved in spoken word since 2001 and you ain't got to where he at, think about your life.
Oh, shit. Yo, look, I just know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I feel the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and I'm in my purpose, and I know that's why it's working for me.
I feel like I don't have a choice. Actually.
Yeah, right. You know what It's
I mean?
funny. You are very interesting because, but we'll get into some of that. So first of all.
This is gonna be a real fast interview, though.
It's not.
Like pay attention, y'all. Like it's gonna be real quick. Yo, I don't have a long attention span. He don't have one. So
ADHD is crazy over here. ADHD is crazy. So you've been doing this for a while now, Taalam. But I've been
writing poetry since I was single digits. Mm-hmm. Been listening to poetry since I was single digits. So like Gil Scott Heron, Amiri Baraka, Last Poets. Oscar Brown Jr., all of that. I mean, and the Wise Prophet's been with me from very young.
So who put you on that?
I was raised in it. My mother and my father was in Amiri Baraka's organization, which was called the Committee for Unified Newark.
Okay.
We had Dudley Randall and Langston Hughes and Claude McKay and County Cullen. All that was in the house as I grew up.
Wow.
Like, so when it was time to learn to read, it's like, yo, here goes Simple Simon books from Langston Hughes. Or here goes Dudley Randall's anthology of black poetry. You know, so I mean, it's been with me forever.
So it's a part of who you are. It's part of who you are before you even realize exactly who you were.
I still don't know. I still have no idea. All I know is I keep waking up in the morning like, damn, TikTok.
Right. Okay. We still
yes. Again? We gotta do this again. So if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stand tall and do it. If I gotta wake up in the morning, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you are an example of someone that was a successful in the corporate world, or actually like you were in education. So you represent that realm of someone that was successful corporately, but transitioned over to full-time poetry.
I think I still straddle to an extent. I saw that you have a business administration degree as well. Yeah. And I noticed you and Batman have the same name, but that's another story.
Hey, cut that shit. Cut that shit. Cut that shit. Hey, cut that shit.
I can't say that. I can't say that. It's the truth.
Man.
Now we gotta cut it.
Yeah, no, we got to.
People talking from the fourth wall.
Yo, that's crazy. So it's funny you should say that, Taalam. Like just the other day, one of our other friends, Justin Patton, we was talking about names, and like his Come to find out, we don't know what his name is. So
we're in Wayne Manor.
Yo, okay, so we ain't interviewing me, Taalam. We interviewing you.
What's up?
I'm saying, well, you know, what's your full name?
Spoken Word Apex. September 8th, Newark, New Jersey.
Yo!
First name Spoken, last name Apex, middle name Word.
Yo. Taalam Acey, everybody.
Spoken Word Apex.
Yo, okay, all right, that's hilarious, bro. So tell me about like the transition from corporate to full time, you know, spoken word artist.
Why I say I still straddle is I still consult, so I still do I do data privacy, and information security consultant on. I still do that.
Okay.
I mean, this is a different world right now. It's different than when we could just show up and sell 30, 40 CDs at an open mic and we were straight. I mean, what is a CD now? I mean, I might as well show up with 8 tracks, you know? Like, what people don't even really, the format of how things are sold and all that stuff, it doesn't exist anymore. So no, I matter of fact, a friend of mine called me the other day, because there's a full-time spoken word artist, and they was like, yo, I'm thinking about diving back into like getting a part-time job or something. Like, B, man, this is hard right now.
Yeah.
It's a really hard world.
Is it because of the way that merchandise is sold, or our talent, our artists sold, or what do you think the reason for that is?
I think that media used to be, the word is palpable. It used to be something that you could touch and feel.
Tangible.
Right, yeah, tangible, palpable.
Yeah.
And media is not that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But on the other side, in the same way that media is not fungible anymore and it just flows through the Wi-Fi and the air, same thing is our essence and our energy. So I remind myself every day, I am money. I tell myself every day. I don't make money. I don't look for money. I am money.
That's what's up. So right now you're doing some consulting work, but you're not full time. Are you full time?
I'm not full time anything except Spoken Word Apex. Did I mention that?
I think it. So what is Spoken Word Apex?
Oh, it's so strange you should ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoken Word Apex is a spoken word concert in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, on September 8th. And we got K Love, we got Teresa the Songbird, we got Ed Mabry, we got 13 of Nazareth, we've got Narubi Salah is hosting the show. We got an artist, Iyabo Mandingo, Iyaba Ebo Mandingo. We got a DJ is who goes back with me is Doughboy. I'm sorry, I was thinking about, we got color schemes. I was thinking about making green the color scheme for Doughboy because his name is Doughboy. But yo, he's the DJ for like Naughty by Nature and Latif, like all those people.
Right. That's
all right, I'm not gonna keep like pushing it.
No. I'm sure you will. It's okay.
Spoken Word Apex.
Right. So I just heard this, and I wasn't even going to deal with this. So the word on the street is Taalam turned down deaf poetry. Is that true?
Yeah.
And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No, I was just thinking about he just like interjected that, but
that was perfect. I feel like because you think about. So let me say this.
No. Look, in the interest of time, real quick. They offered me to do it before they started the show. They contacted me. They emailed me. I didn't feel comfortable. It didn't seem like something I wanted to do. Over the years, it was offered, on other occasions. On one occasion, I would have definitely done it, which was when Shihan, who runs the Poetry Lounge in L.A., he wanted us to all do it, and that's part of my family. Right. But I was in Amsterdam. I was in Holland at the time, so I couldn't on that particular occasion. Okay. And, other than, it ain't nothing, but Georgia asked me a lot since that point, since the first time I turned it down. I was at Will's house back then. I'm looking at Red Storm in case y'all curious. I was at Will's house back then, and they sent me the email, and Georgia has asked me over time, like, why? Like, do I wish I hadn't? Mm-hmm. But I tell you something that really hit me recently is like Georgia and Black Ice are way more ambitious than I am. Mm-hmm. I'm a real laid back, cool, would stay in my house all day. My favorite thing is sleep. When I wake up, I'm like, damn. And my dreams be like, people get killed in my dreams. It's crazy. It's like shots and knives and everything. And I sleep with no trauma. I'm just like, everybody just be dying. But I wake up, I'm like, oh, God. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm peaceful, quiet. I want to stay to myself. I hardly leave the house. My car sits in the driveway for 4 or 5 days at a time until I run out of groceries or drinks. You know what I mean?
Have you always been that way?
Only child until my mother had a child when I was like about grown. She had another son, my brother Chidozie. But yeah, I mean, I was always by myself, always quiet. You give me a book and a something to sip on, and I'll be good for the day.
Do you think that attributes to your creativity?
I'm crazy. I mean, I got that. I'm not. My mind. I'm all over the place. Mm-hmm, yeah, I get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is one, right? There's a creator that is above everything, and you either work for that or you don't. And I actually do. Okay. So you just do what you're supposed to do. So when you wake up, it's like I got to go back to work.
Yeah. Not work, but work as your life work.
Yeah. Your life's purpose. Your work. Yeah. You have to work for the creator. You have to do what you're supposed to do. But just like any quote unquote job, you kind of want at some point to retire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, man, some of us feel like we've been here for thousands of years. Yeah. Feels like thousands of years sometimes. Yeah. Especially when you see, and I know you've seen, people that you love go. Yeah. And you wonder, like, why did they go before I did? Right. No. I mean, there's no answer to it.
No, there's no answer, but the thought of that. But you wonder. You was like, it could have been me.
Yeah. So why? Like, what was the?
What was the difference? What was the calculation?
And when it is me, what will I have set up? How will my loved ones carry on? Have I done? Have I laid some groundwork so that they'll be cool?
So I was looking. You used to work here with
Rutgers University, Newark, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So which is like a mile and a half from Spoken Word Apex at NJ Pack at 1 Center Street on September 8th.
And let's make sure we get this out quick.
It's only 500 seats.
We ain't gotta have like 1 week to get this shit out. Let's get this out so we can.
I think most of the VIP seats is gone. Most of them, or at least a third, they gone.
Taalam, tell me what inspires you, man. What is your inspiration behind?
Man, you know what? You ain't even ready. Right now, I'm here. I'm in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I met you. And people like B-Rock, people like Milk, people like She Pharaoh, people like She Bars. I never seen nothing like y'all. Yo. Verb Williams. I never seen Chev. I never seen nothing like this group of young cats. Or for all my jokes about waking up, I know that there's something with all y'all. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I don't even talk to you, or a few weeks or a month go by and I don't see you, I feel like I'm delaying something that's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everybody got a role to play, right? Mm-hmm. So like the older person has a role from all the mistakes that I've made and all the things that I can inform y'all about. And then y'all, in terms of energy that I don't have no more, it just seems like I feel like I came to a crucible. Like I came to some place where gold gets melted into something, that's bigger than its individual parts.
Hold on. So let me tell you how poetic this nigga is. You niggas having a regular conversation, it sounds like a piece. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the depth of what you're saying right now is because I know, being very young to the poetry game. I've always been a writer. I used to rap. I used to be a preacher. So I'm being able to prepare something to say, and being able to say it in front of someone is something that I've been doing for a while. But being in this realm, in this community, there's a lot of, I didn't know anybody, but one of the first persons that I connected with gave me one of your CDs, and that was Queen Sheba. She gave me. She said, "No,
I love you, Sheba.
Yeah, no, we love you. I
called you 3 days ago. I still ain't got a call back, but I love you.
And I got your call, and I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Oh, so you call him?
I got your call.
You call him. I called you.
Yo, so no, she gave me one of your CDs, and because she said because I had been writing with her at her the College of Dope Ass Writers. Shout out College of Dope Ass Writers. I was writing with her there, and she was just like, "No, I know you would like him." She said, "You know, he's someone that you should listen to."
It's funny, man. That's been a huge theme of everything, is that people watching a video or people watching a CD, they'll tell me, because I used to sell like a DVD, and they would tell me, I like that. You know, a year later or 6 months later after they bought it, I see them, I run into them again. They're like, I liked it, but it's nothing. It's nothing like seeing you live. Like, and that's like a big problem, I think, for spoken word. Like with hip hop or R&B, I think people get a gist of R&B singer on a video or a rapper on a video, but on spoken word, you can't get it until you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like even with like, you know, I know I've been joking with Spoken Word Apex, but even with the show,
right,
you don't know what you're being invited to.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to be there.
Yeah.
To feel it.
Yeah.
And then once you feel it, you always gonna come.
Right. No. And so how does that? So is that a goal? Is that a goal as a poet? Because is that a goal to make someone feel, to adjust the feelings of the people that hear you?
My goal is I'm one of them people who lived and like a lot of us through a lot of pain and sometimes be in a bit of constant pain, and I don't mean physical, right? But just emotional, mental, psychological pain, and I don't want people to feel what I felt. So it's like how do I correct it for me and for you at the same time?
Right.
How do I correct it for me? How do I keep you from crashing into what I did before? I don't feel like I have the ability to adjust how somebody feels per se. All I can do is give them a certain energy. So I feel like it's like Georgia Me was saying that people come to her and be like, I do what you do. And she's like, you don't do what I do, right? Because they're just talking about writing a poem, memorizing it, and performing it. And we're talking about energy transfer.
Yes.
You know, so can I transfer energy to people? Yeah. Like I can make people feel, you know, and it's funny because, you know, I watch old concert footage of people sometimes, or just watch some like KRS from like 10 years ago or something, you know what I mean? And you kind of see them looking at something up there. It's like, what they looking at? Yeah. But then I'm on stage and I feel that too. I'm looking at something else. I'm seeing something, and then I'm taking that and I'm giving it to them. Everybody ain't gonna be able to feel it, but some people, they're never gonna forget that they felt it.
Yo, listen, I love that. I love that because I've experienced the transfer and being able to just feel it. And like I close my eyes. And like I can't even look, and then sometimes I have to come back and engage, you know. But when I'm really in it, I zone out, and it's funny that you should say that because I feel that and I believe that, but you don't often hear people say that because I don't think everybody. I think you have people that perform good poetry that are good performers, but not very good at the transferring of energy. Now that's neither here nor there.
I heard somebody use the word emote in a poem, and I was like, I don't think that person knows what emote means because emote isn't real. Emote is like to act. You know what I mean? It's drama, but there's something deeper than emoting. There are people who emote, and there are people who just be, and just being. Like being in that moment, being in that spirit is a whole nother realm.
What's funny? I've seen you, right? I've seen Taalam. Like, and first of all, thank you so much for your support. Like when I'm doing something like that, you coming through, because every time Taalam come through, or Georgia come through, or Red come through, I feel like I got a celebrity in the house. So it's like, it's always exciting.
Last time I came through his spot, people came outside. Like, I had to leave. I know somebody, like, right when I left, somebody was like, "Yo, you ain't get your IG." Like, you know what I mean? Like, they came outside. Like, I was like, "Yo, they felt it like that."
Nah, it's a difference, bro. Like, meeting Taalam, like, in person, you know what I'm saying? Like, just when I was introduced to him at a spot before he performed, it's not the same person. He look like the same person. It's like he is a transformation. I've noticed that.
He's talking about some omen stuff now. Like,
yo, like
he got possessed.
Yo, he turned like a Super Saiyan, bro. Like he charges up. You know, when I see him on stage, it's a transfer of energy, and I appreciate you for that.
You know, here's the thing. I've got a lot of gratitude. I'm grateful. So I could be sad. But I do appreciate that, what I have is amazing.
Yeah.
So if I talk in a way that sounds like, I wake up like, God damn it. But I still wake up like, damn, look at what I got.
Yeah.
Like, I still wake up in gratitude.
Yeah.
Like, my whole situation is amazing.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. No.
I just be tired sometimes. Just feel like I've been here for like thousands of years sometimes.
Yeah, but you sound like I don't know what anybody else believes in, and like you said,
and respect to whatever you believe in.
Respect to whatever.
Of course,
everybody believes in.
That sounds crazy, right? Respect to what you believe, like whatever you believe in, like whatever you believe in. No, respect to what you believe in.
Right.
People believe in different things. So
Yeah.
respect to what keeps you going.
Right. So, I don't know if I've heard anything about what you got happening, but tell us about what you have going on and where to find you on social media and stuff like that.
You can find me at Taalam Acey. It's Taalam, so Taalam Acey at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
TikTok.
TikTok, probably. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't record myself, and
yeah, it's too much.
I'm still trying to figure out TikTok. But in terms of what I'm doing, I want to do big stuff. I want to do two things. I want to do what I call impresario stuff, which is what I'm doing in Newark at Spoken Word Apex, which is I want to get. Right now, 500 people, but I want to get it to the point where it's a couple of thousand people coming to a show. So I want that level of show. And I also want what I call bon vivant, which is like house party stuff. So I want shows that is like 25, 40 people max. Like after 40 people is sold out. Like almost with some of the stuff y'all do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want it to be just like bow. So I want to do 1,000 plus, 2,000 people, and I want to do 30, 40 people. Yeah. I want to do both of those two different realms. But the big show right now is Spoken Word Apex at New Jersey Pack on North.
I feel like I heard about that before.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. It
seems like I mentioned it, but I feel like I don't really mention it enough.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't.
September 8th. I put a video up with like Ja Rule and Redman and everybody like, yo, come in.
Yeah.
And I felt like people was like, I feel like nobody's impressed by anything I do no more. You know what I mean? They just like, I could have had like Elvis from the Dead or something, or like James Brown, and nobody. It's like, it's just Taalam. He does whatever.
Nah, man, we see you. We respect you, bro. Everybody sees Taalam, bro. Like even the people that don't know you, like 'cause there's people like when I'm introducing you, people like, oh, who is this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you get finished, it's like, oh, okay, now we know we've been in the presence of greatness. No, man, thank you so much. Thank you for coming by, sitting down.
Yo, just a minute ago, I was rolling with Red Storm, and we drove by, and he was like, yo, Teresa, the songbird, used to live right there. And it reminded me when I was in Gary, Indiana, and my man said, yo, Michael Jackson used to live right there.
Listen. You've been sitting on the couch. You've been chilling with us here live in the living room. This is your boy Jamel Mellow. Our special guest today was Mr. Taalam Acey. This is Jamel Mellow signing out with.